What is going on, YouTube? I am back with another video. You can see we got a little ugly car in the background, and we have what he calls the Hellhawk, right? And we're gonna find out why he calls it the Hellhawk in a minute, because if it's stock, I'm gonna be upset. But outside of that, man, if you guys know this building, you know exactly where I'm at. I am at Mass Acceleration, where they take all of my money, but you gotta pay to play, right? We're up here to discuss a few things. They're here to take some of my money, or I'm here for them to take some of my money, let me not lie. And who knows, I may get something done to Lil Ugly's car, man. But outside of that, I will take you around the shop, let you see all the builds that they have going on. They're actually focusing on a few cars that they need to get done by the end of the year. We have a twin turbo Camaro, we have a Whipple Charger, a Pro Charger, C8 Corvette. I saw another red eye, and a couple things that are in there. And I think they just released 4 cars yesterday, I believe. So if you're new to the channel, man, you guys know everything that has ever been done to any of my cars has been right here. No matter any car that I've ever owned, they've done the work, right? And I'll go ahead and tell you this, I have never had one issue, right? And I've beat the hell out of my car, and I'll use the 1320 as an example. I beat the hell out that car. I raced it in Dallas and drove it back 10 hours, 12 hours back home and had no issue, right? And this is a 10-second car. So it just goes to show how much work, or how good of work they do. And they obviously take care of me all the time. You guys can see my hand and wrist is getting way better with movement. If you don't know anything about that, man, you just don't know me. But outside of that, man, tune in. Long ass intro. I am so sorry, but let's get to it. You know, I think the biggest thing I like is he does have the CM2s in all black, like my Challenger had, man. And I like the white, and I know Lil Ugly over there will like the white too. But you can see Hellhawk. He does have it lowered, which I kind of like, but it's almost too low in the back to where if it squats, I don't know if it rubs, who knows. But then you got the tinted tail lights, but super clean car. But let's go back here. You can see I was peeking around, but we'll take a look in these bays. So first and foremost, let me tell you, do as I say, not do as I do, right? You're not just walking into the shop. Probably not a good thing. Just gonna go ahead and tell you that. I've been here a long time, and I spent a lot of money to be able to do that. So just giving you guys a heads up. But I found this on a dyno and thought it was crazy. The guy from Asheville has a high ram Pro Charger kit set up. I don't even know how much it makes. I'm gonna ask. Hopefully I'm here when they do the dyno. Apparently it's a big roll racing car. It is done here at Mass Acceleration. It was built in 2016, so again, it shows how well they do on their cars. You can see these are the actual tires that they have set up. And then the tag says low roll. This is a SRT8. Now, it's probably not an SRT8 anymore. I'm pretty sure it has a built block and maybe even a bigger motor. I'm not sure, I'll have to ask. But and you can see behind me, we're gonna dive into that. So we have a Pro Charged C8. This is your Whippled Hellcat. Look at the size of that. And then block, new block, and block. They even do stuff like that. I've actually never seen that. And what's crazy is those are my tires that I ordered sitting up there. That obviously once I got done with the car, they no longer fit. But my favorite car in there is the Corvette. That is, I want to say like 1100, 1200 Pro Charged on methanol street Corvette that I think goes to like true tracks, not the drag strip, but like Atlanta Motor Speedway and stuff like that. This bay is empty, which is very, very rare. I think the drag pack was sitting here. If you know anything about the drag pack, I think they had it sitting here, and I think it went to the track, and I think that's why it's gone. And I can't go too far back because there's some people's cars that don't want to be on camera, but you have a Hellcat Red Eye sitting here that I think is getting stage 1 kits, if I believe. If you don't know anything about the kits, log into mxa.com or MassAccelerationMotorsports.com and you can find out. Again, there's normally always 6, 7, 8 cars in here, but with it being Thursday, tomorrow, some of the cars are out to be able to go to test and tune. There's a telephone number you got. So like I said in the beginning of the video, we're here to discuss a few things. Now, this is between myself, right? I haven't even told my significant other. She has no idea, and I'm trying to keep it that way. She swears she watches my videos. So if you watch my video, you may find out. But if I don't hear anything, I know you don't watch my videos, right? But outside of that, you guys, this car is here for a reason, man. G, if you don't know anything about G, man, he's taking care of me, and Devin and John. John does all of my tuning. G takes care of damn near everything else. And then my guy in here does all of the actual work to my car. Again, I trust them with everything. I'm literally going to be dropping off cars and leaving them for a period of time, man. I'm super excited about that. So I can't wait to bring some pretty fast cars to the channel. Now, if you guys know, this is a Mopar shop. They do work on GM or LS's, whatever term you want to use. I think those are the only two that they work on for performance-wise. And GM is still like Cadillac, Chevy, doesn't matter, right? So all Mopars, all Chevy, Cadillac included in the GM. I have yet to see any other, but you also saw, I may be wrong, I don't know the tuners were, but a 2JZ motor sitting in there, what I think is, I don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. And everybody's like, oh, you don't do your work to your car. Shut up. I'm faster than you. I pay to have it done. I know how to change my oil. I know how to do things to cars. I know how to break down a whole car. It's fine. But I don't have the time. So I pay somebody that has the time. Come on, man. But outside of that, man, I'm going to go talk to G. Might give you a close-up. I'm going to try to convince him to run that car down there while I'm here. I'm going to stay here all day if it has to be like that. But let me walk in here, get some stuff done, and I'll show you what we're talking about. All right, so I didn't get to record much inside of mass acceleration, you guys, while me and G were talking, man. We got into some serious combos with money, and then everything just kept getting interrupted, man. They are super busy there, and he definitely took me just kind of off the strength of me being who I am and the amount of money I've spent with them, etc. Normally you have to have an appointment and a bunch of other stuff, but I just pull up, right? But I wanted to show you guys what we talked about and what I am bringing to the channel. I want you to see this first, right? It cost a lot of money to go fast, man. And one thing I want to address that has been put out there apparently is you can do things cheaper, whether it be mass acceleration, demon performance, simple performance, all these places that are around here, right? Your buddy is gonna tear up your car, right? It'll be fine for 30 days and I guarantee your car blows up or something goes wrong, right? The reason you pay somebody else to do it is they back their work. That way if something, and it's always when, not if, it goes wrong, you have somebody to rely on, right? And again, me personally, I don't have the time to work on a car to get it to where I want it to be. So therefore I have to cough up money to get a car where I want it to be. Again, we were talking about not only her car, but what I am bringing to the channel. And long story short, it's an 1,000 horsepower car. You guys know that has been my end goal. If you go back to my beginning videos before the 1320, before like all of that, I've always wanted a 1,000 horsepower car, you guys. That has been my end goal. I want to go fast. I want to be able to get in my car and be a little bit scared of my car every time I get into it. There's no getting used to 1,000 horsepower. It's not, man. And a lot of the people that I am trying to race against, my guys, Mind to Fame, Demonology, Don't Master, like I have to be in that 1,000 horsepower range or I have no chance. You guys saw where I raced Demonology, and it just didn't go well, right? But you know, that's expected. But I'll read off a few things, man, and I'm not gonna tell you what this car is. If you're close to me, man, you guys know what it is, right? A supercharger system runs $8,300, right? I have a port plate, port injection kit, all of that good stuff. For this particular car is $6,500. FIC extended tip fuel injectors are $800. Headers, green cats, full catback exhaust, all of that stuff, $6,000. Let me stop right there. You're gonna be like, what, an exhaust? Bro, so much of these things that I even purchased for my 1320 are now almost double the cost, right? I'm like, what? So we start going to all these websites, and that's really what took us so long to get this, and why I didn't even record, because we did so much research trying to see, are we tripping? Is the cost just that expensive now? And that's literally what it is. Then I have a ice tank, and some other small things. Cam, I say that's not really a small thing. My camshaft is $6,500. Flex fuel, a bunch of other things, so, you know, $2,000, and that's kind of a round off number, you guys. So I need you guys to understand, yes, I have a deal with Mass Acceleration, but I still pay, right? I'm not sponsored by anything, man. This is coming from hard work. This is coming from me wanting to do this, man. So stay tuned. Supercharger system is 60 days out. But outside of that, man, make sure you tune into some videos, get me paid a little bit, right? But outside of that, man, we're in the car. It's another day. You can tell it's another shirt, but we're out.